Hi today. This is the first time ever attempted iPod 4th generation touch repair. The tools needed would be a Phillips head screwdriver, tweezers, pry tools, and a heat gun or a blow dryer in the case that I left my heat gun at work today. This is part one where we're doing the breakdown. And then on the second video, you can click on that link. It's in the description. You could see how to put it back together. It's pretty much the same thing, but in reverse. You'll see what I'm talking about. With the heat gun, we heat it up. You don't want to overheat any of the same spot surfaces or the components on the inside of the frame, cause damage to it. You want to use something sharp, razor blade, X-Acto knife, something to get under the LCD. Start prying away from the tape that's holding it together. As it cools down, you want to remember to keep heating it up, not to overheat it, and pretty much repeat the process with that and prying until you see the results. It could take a little minute. You don't want to over handle it because there is a Wi-Fi antenna that you need to be careful at the top. Mine's is already gone. It's the part that's broken on the screen, so I don't have to worry about that in my case, but you would if yours is still attached. When we get in there, you just want to remove all of the old tape that they had, and once you get that up and you get everything off, put a brand new layer on there. Once we get all the tape off, we'll remove all the screws. Since this is my first time repair, I'm pretty much going to draw a diagram of everywhere I'm taking the screws from so I can replace them exactly where they need to be. It's also a good idea to get one of these mats, magnetic anti-static. It's good for when you're dealing with little screws. It catches them pretty good when they slip out of your hand, which happens often. Okay, once you get the screws out, you want to start prying the shield up. Be careful because there are a couple flex ribbon cables you need to be careful with. One by the speaker, which is by the silver razor blade, and then another one, which is where I'm putting this blue pry tool at right now, which is for the power and volume button. They are not attached to it, but there is some adhesive on the other side, and it is attached to it. So if you pull it too hard, it may attach and rip with it. So be careful. Slowly get that and release those, and once you do that, you can pop it free open. Once you get that open, you also want to remove the camera, the rear camera, and disconnect that flex. As you do that, you disconnect the front camera, remove the screw that's holding that in, and you slightly pull the motherboard back a little bit, not too far because you'll rip some flex cables. Just enough for you to get to the flex cable that was connecting the original LCD, so that way you can remove that for when it's time to attach the new one. And as you can see, it's not much space, but it's directly on the other side where you attach it, your new LCD, and you just repeat the process of attaching everything you just removed in reverse. Check out part 2 in the description.